Today we're gonna be recreating features from Uncharted 3. So in one of my previous streams, so like my Zelda stream, someone requested that I play Uncharted, which I did on Friday. So I streamed that, and then they requested that I do the shooting mechanic and the luck mechanic, and I'll be doing any other requests from chat that we have time for. And also for my next stream, it will be on Friday or Saturday, because on Sunday, I'll be leaving to go on summer vacation. So I'll be at like Disneyland or whatever, like getting ready to leave. So if I streamed on Sunday, I would only be able to stream for like an hour, and I would probably forget stuff because I'm supposed to be focusing on packing and stuff. But we're just going to be playing Little Bit Planet 1 community levels that day. So yeah, Friday or Saturday. I'll probably make a community post about it, so no one's like confused about the time or day. But yeah, for the shooting mechanic, it's the aim and shoot, probably just the shoot, because Little Bit Planet is a 2D game. So like, it already has like aiming built in. And then for the ammo, and then the ability to hit enemies, and then I'll explain the luck mechanic when we get there. So just to make a basic gun, you can make one out of cardboard. The main focus is the logic, it's like the gun mechanics, not like the visuals, but like, so we're just gonna make like a basic gun. Okay, so that's like a good shape for the gun. And then we just need to place a power up handle, and I don't know if I made the handle too short. But yeah, and then I guess I could like sticker that black to make it look more like a gun. So we're gonna do the basic shoot and then the ammo. Alright, there we go. So the shoot is pretty much just an emitter. So I'm just gonna have it, the bullet is gonna be a sticker panel. I'm gonna have that set to one shot. Only one at a time, and then disappear. But yeah, the Muppets pack, I think, has like that raindrop sticker that like Density 7 used, right? So I'm gonna use that one. Wait, no, it's in the scenery. I don't know why I thought it was Muppets, but I'm pretty sure it's like the raindrop. Alright, there we go, scenic. Okay, this could be used as a bullet, so we're just gonna like flip this around. Alright, there we go. I was trying to zoom in earlier and it wouldn't let me, but now it is, so that's good. Then we could just set this to yellow. And then this is going to be the hitbox that it actually comes in contact with. So you just set that to 0% opacity. And we're just going to place a tag on that and just call it like damage. And I'll make the gun emit that. I'm not sure if it's in the right layer. I'll make this layer 1 just to make things easier. There we go. And then I'm gonna put that in the power up pedestal, and we could test that out. Not the power up pedestal. Wait, yeah, that's what it's called. Oh yeah, I forgot to connect it. And accidentally captured this as well. So yeah, I don't want the bullet on there. And we'll need a mover outside the local space. Yes, it's just a basic setup, so I'm gonna set it the front view so I can see it better. That should be good. And I'll need a gyroscope on that, actually. Not a gyroscope, but like a look at sensor, because it's like floating right now. And we'll need a sound effect after I get like the shooting done. We'll need like a sound effect. So rotator makes it face in the direction that it's traveling in. So I'm gonna just set that to 1000. And then I think an anti-gravity tweaker will make it like float a little bit less. And then I'll just recapture the bullet. And then the power up. Oh yeah, and for anyone that just joined, today we're making features from Uncharted 3, so right now we're making the shooting mechanic, so we're just doing like the aim and shoot and then ammo, then we're going to make it so we can actually hit enemies. Then we'll be doing the luck mechanic, which is basically health and regeneration, and any other requests we get from the chat that we actually have time for. And also for my next stream, it will be on Friday or Saturday, because I'm going on vacation on Sunday, and we'll just be playing Little Bit Planet 1 community levels that day. I think I have this rotating the wrong way. Okay, yeah, I do. It's like facing the wrong way. I don't know if it's necessary, but if it's not, we could always just delete it. Like the gyroscope is what I meant, not the gyroscope. It's acting like a gyroscope, but it's a rocket rotator. Okay, I'm gonna delete that because I'm pretty sure the anti-gravity tweaker will stop it from rotating, and that we don't need that rotator right there. I wish you know how like the emitter has an option where you could emit from reference or whatever. I wish the power tweaker had that too, because that would make this a little bit faster. Oh yeah, and I forgot to set the mover to local space, because like it's moving one way or the other either way. So local space, yes, and then that should be your final change. And I'm gonna increase the speed a little bit. So local speed, yes. And I'm gonna add a sound effect. So like the sound effect won't be nothing fancy. It'll just be like a basic gun shoot. On and off, so. Okay, yeah, that should be good. And now we capture the bullets. And then now we capture the power up. Oh yeah, and I learned during my mosquito live stream with the bug spray and stuff. I learned that like what's it called, the broadcast chip can be used to like save time when you're copy and pasting stuff, but that won't work here because it's just a power up. Okay, yeah, that works. We can make the bullet a bit smaller, but like it pretty much works. But yeah, that's the shoot mechanic. Since Little Big Planet is a 2D game, like I said earlier, the aim isn't really necessary because that was like built-in aim. I think the Creatinator has like a thing where you can make the aim accurate, but like I think this is fine. Let's make it a bit smaller, and then we're gonna do that one last time. Okay, I'm gonna save that to my pop-it in case we want to edit it later. But yeah, for the ammo, so now we have to do the ammo. So for the ammo, so it would be smarter to do the ammo on a separate microchip, but I'll do that later after we get the logic done. But actually, I'm gonna do it on the controller first. That way I can show y'all and test the logic real time. So check it. We're gonna put it on the what's it called, the power up tree when we're done. But pretty much, gun logic, it looks like this. So you just like, I'm gonna set this to receiver. So for the ammo, it's like a handgun, and the game could hold like 32, and then each clip could hold 8. So I'm just gonna use R1 to like demonstrate the shooting. Because like you should only be able to shoot. We're just gonna do the sound effect. We're not gonna do the visual effect. I already showed y'all the visual effect coming from the gun. But like for the sound effect, just so y'all could tell that I'm shooting it. And then I'm gonna like demonstrate like the logic and the need to add like extra logic gates to make it function right. So I said R1 for that. And also the reload. We need a timer for that. But pretty much this is how it will be. Wait, do I have it set to receiver? Oh wait, there we go. Wrong sound. Wait, why is it playing 2 sounds at once? It's weird. It's really weird. I'm gonna just place a fresh one right here because it's like playing a sound that I didn't even choose. remember there was like this one glitch I discovered where there's this sound, it's the ice cube rolling sound, and apparently it like corrupts my profile. So I hope nothing weird is happening here. Okay, yeah, it's doing it again. I don't know why though. I'll just ignore it. Either way. For the reload, we're just gonna make it so when it reaches like when you fire it 8 times, it will like take, let's say, 1 second to reload. You can set it to 1.6, whatever you want. I'm gonna just set it to like maybe 1.2 seconds. I don't know the actual reload time for the game. But yeah, I'm still demonstrating. Like, we'll need actual logic gates, of course. As you can see, you can still fire it even when it's not reloaded. So we're gonna make it so you can only fire it. So we'll need an AND gate. So AND gate and not gate. So when you press R1, you press R1, and when this is not full, then you could shoot. Okay, so let's see how that goes. I'm gonna place a fresh control in here because I think this sound, I might have like a sound object that I placed and I didn't realize that I placed it. So I'm gonna just put this logic in this control nader right here to get rid of that like weird sound that's playing. So I don't know where it's coming from. Okay, yeah, that's really weird. I also need to reset the timer. Oh yeah, and the AND gate, and I only copy and pasted the NOT gate. I realized that because I deleted that one. Okay, let me explain the way it works once I demonstrate it. Or I could demonstrate it and explain at the same time. But pretty much the way it works right now is you press L1 to fire it. And you shouldn't be able to fire it anymore until it reloads. I forgot to connect the AND gate to that, so that's why you're still hearing the sound effect. And also, it shouldn't even reload when this is full. So we're gonna do like another AND gate NOT gate combo over there. So when this is full, and when this is not full, then it reloads. And we might do like a simple ammo pickup. I said simple because like actually being able to pick up individual bullets would require advanced logic, specifically percentages, which I would rather not talk about on stream since it's a bit advanced. Oh yeah, so I was gonna explain the logic. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm gonna rewind it, then I'm gonna explain it. So check it. What we did over here is we made it so when you press R1, you can shoot, but only when you haven't fired 8 bullets. When you fired 8 bullets, it reloads. but like only when you haven't fired all of your bullets. Let me try to explain that slower. So check it. We originally had it so when you press R1, it shoots, and it counts how many bullets it shoots. But now it only does it when you have not fired 8 bullets. So when you press R1, and when you have not fired 8 bullets, then it will shoot. And then for the reload, it reloads. It takes 0.2 seconds to reload, but it only reloads when you fire 8 bullets, and when you haven't fired all 32 bullets. So when you have not fired all 32 bullets, then it reloads. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the ammo logic. And if you want to make a display that like follows your character, then you could do that. You just gotta make like a tall piece of hologram to face, so you could place your follower on the center. Obviously this won't work in multiplayer unless you have player specific logic, which Dance 7 has a tutorial on. But if you're in LBP3 beta, then you could just choose the option where it says follow specific player, which is not listed here because this is LBP3 3. But yeah, LBP3 beta has the option, which is funny considering that like it's one of the least played LBP3 games, and it has like it's optimized for multiplayer. But yeah, what were we doing? I'll set this to 100, and then I guess I'll set it to 16 layers. Follow character, should follow me, and then I have my ammo count thing, which is a timer set to 0.1 to use as a display. Obviously when we do this, we're just gonna use tags and tag sensors to make it wireless. But yeah, the display is for this right here. And then we need a note tool. I need to make this bigger. I mean taller. We need to make it taller. And we need to make it wider because I want to have like a number count. Because in the game, it has like a note tool for the number count. So it just goes up to 32. So we're going to have a note tool for 32 bullets. So signal strength, I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna hide the background. So signal strength on in the past, then this, I'll make it a bit bigger, and the max value is 32. And I'm gonna connect the main counter to that. And visible in play mode, we need that setting too. Text only. And this mode, play mode for this one. There should be a sound effect for the reload part. But yeah. We could put this on the power-up itself if we really wanted to, but then the problem with that is that you would be able to cheat and re-equip the power-up just to like get more bullets, which you might do if you have like the sack pocket enabled, which I don't in this level, but like that's how the player could cheat. So instead we're just gonna keep it in this right here and have the logic, well the ammo logic should be here. Wait, hold up, I have to decide which logic I want here and which logic I want here. So like for the ammo count, obviously, so for the emitter, okay, either way I'll need a remote tag sensor. Alright, so you should only be able to shoot if you have bullets. If you have ammo at all, then you should be able to shoot. So Uncharted has ammo, so that's what we're just gonna do here. And I'm just doing the Uncharted label, so that way I could like scroll down and see all my Uncharted stuff here for the stream. So like, if you have ammo, then you should be able to shoot. And again, this won't work in multiplayer unless you're in LBP3 Vita, or unless you follow that tutorial on how to make multiplayer, on how to make multiplayer player specific logic. Some of you capture this. It's not firing the bullet now, but like. Okay, I'm gonna select the bullet again. I don't know where it went, but either way, I'm just gonna do it again. I have it in my pocket. And then I just recaptured this, and then we should be good. It's really weird. I don't know why it's not firing. Do you know of any way to fix the control meter when it starts taking inputs from the wrong player rather than the nearest one? Yes, I do. If you're talking about multiplayer, hold up, I'm gonna do this separately over here. I think I talked about this in a previous stream, but either way, what you need to do is you need to so your control meter, right? So you have your control meter and you have it set to receiver and controlled by nearest player. And if another player, so if you're playing with another player, if they, I think the way it works in multiplayer is that it only works for the host player, but you could fix that by having a player sensor. It could be a grab sensor too, whatever makes sense for your level. At my level, I used a grab sensor because I was making it so when you grab something, you could use like your left stick to like cycle between options, or your right stick. But pretty much the way you would do it is you would just take your player sensor, set it to whatever range you want. So like if you're trying to make a door open with the R1 button, you would just do it like in the range of the door. So whatever makes sense for your level. And then it connected to a NOT gate. And then connect that to the eject input of the control meter. So like it will still work, but like as you could see, like when I'm like, let's see, I didn't make this big enough. Okay, so as you could see, when I'm not in range, it ejects the player, which in this context means that it disables the controls. So that means another player could enter the bubble and use the controls whenever they want. So yeah, that's how you do it. And I got that from LBP3 Central, by the way, from the anti-Chris. He had like a post about control meter trickery. Hold up, let me see if I could link the post, because like if that doesn't answer your question, then some other stuff on this thing, I'm gonna search it up. Hold up, I'll show you actually. So like LBP3 Central, if I go to the tutorial section, because that's where I got the information. So if you go to LBP3 2 stuff, and just type in anti-Chris, because I know he's the one that made the tutorial. Control meter trickery right here. But yeah, and then so I'll just copy and paste the link. Yeah, it should be this right here. So like, if that didn't answer your question, then I think he has like some other tutorials on like how to make the control native work correctly. So yeah, I hope that helped you though. Again, all I did was connect a player sensor to a NOT gate, and then connect that to the eject input, and that should work. Well, let me check that again. Actually, I think that was the right one. I'm gonna check. He might have made multiple tutorials on the control native. Hold on, I'm gonna copy and paste another one, I think. Well, either way, you could just like search up control native on the website. So like, but yeah, that should help though. Anyway, back to the ammo. I was having trouble getting this to emit. For some reason, when I put the logic onto here, it wouldn't emit anymore. I don't know why. To make sure these labels are matching, I guess. So I said Uncharted has ammo. And then I add a remote tag sensor. You're welcome. Alright, so Uncharted has ammo. And then I'll set this to, I'll copy this, I'll recapture it. Just in case, if not, we can just put all the logic on that itself, but like, I don't know why the remote tag sensor would mess things up. Yeah, like now it's not firing. It's weird. I think maybe it's because I'm placing the bullet into the power-up, or since it's sticker pin, it shouldn't really matter, but I'll move it over a bit. And then I'll recapture it. Okay, yeah, it's not firing still. Oh, I know what I did. I forgot to do the AND gate. The AND gate, yes. It's not just when you have ammo, it's when you, it's like when you, and I think I need a NOT gate here too. So it's like when you don't have ammo, I guess. Or like, I labeled it wrong, but like basically it's when you have, when your ammo is like not fully, like when your thing isn't empty. That's what it's detecting. But yeah, it's doing the sound twice because I have it over here. So I'll just lower the volume. And then I'll just reset this so I can test it again. Okay. The thing I like about this method is that like you can't cheat by just re-equipping the weapon. So if I were to re-equip the weapon, I would always have like 3 bullets no matter what. And same thing over here, I could just re-equip it and it would like stay the same. Oh yeah, and I have to add the NOT gate. So I need to wait a second if it's reloading. So I'm gonna actually just do whatever this is connected to. So whatever this is connected to, I'm gonna just connect the tag to it. So like that controls whether or not you can shoot. That way it doesn't shoot while it's like reloading. But yeah, now it works. But yeah, I don't have any ammo pickups yet. But just to make things simple, we're just gonna make it so when you hover over like a sticker panel or something, then it like refills your thing completely. Because like I said earlier, actually being able to pick up individual bullets would require what is it called, percentage logic, which I would rather not talk about on stream because it's a bit confusing. But this is just like the simplified way of making ammo. I actually need another counter here. So like, I need one set to like, cause like now the sound isn't playing if it's like at 8 or 32. So I'm gonna have to copy and paste some of this. Not this. I need to copy and paste this. And just set it to none. And then whatever logic is connected to it, I just connect that to this one as well, but it's just like the logic for the counter. Okay, hold on, I have to see what's connected to what. So like this is for the shooting. So it's when you press R1. And okay, yeah, I did this right. So when that's not full, so when it isn't 9, and when you have not, so when it's not 9, and when you have not pressed it, then it does it. So I'm just doing it to 9. So okay, now that should work. Okay, yeah, it works. Or does it? It shouldn't be playing the sound there. Yeah, it's firing that bullet when it's not supposed to, which is weird. I need to look up what this is. I originally had this connected, but then that was causing issues. So it's like this is R1. And then this one. And then this is the one connected to 8. That it said to 8, right? Okay, hold on, let me explain it again. Explaining it helps like bug testing. So I basically only wanted to fire when like this isn't full, right? So I'm gonna test that out again. Oh, I think I need to add a pulse counter set to 1 connected to itself. So a self-resetting counter, I think would work. Yes. I don't think this repeated logic is necessary, but like, I'll need a pulse for something. I don't know exactly where the pulse should go. But yeah, I think this will work. Oh yeah, I placed it in the wrong spot. Okay, so when this is not... Look, I'm sort of going too fast here. Oh yeah, okay. Post should go right here. And that's still not it. Okay, hold up, I'm gonna rethink this because I'm like going too fast here. I'm gonna look at the logic again. So okay, so I know that a post is necessary, but I'm not like slowing down enough to think about it. Alright, so and this is set at 0% value, so the actual so it doesn't play twice since I found my gun. That's in my hand. Okay, I'm gonna look at it one more time. I'm gonna try placing the post over there. Like I know it involves a post. Okay, yeah, I fixed it. I had the post in the wrong spot, but I finally fixed it. Let me test it out one more time to make sure, and then I'm pretty sure I got it. Oh, this should be set to 0. Okay, yeah, I see. Okay, so yeah, like I said before, the purpose of having this outside of the power-up is because players, if you had this on the power-up, the ammo count logic on the power-up itself, players could cheat by re-equipping the power-up. So just picking up the power-up again. If they have it like in their side pocket, they could just pick it up again. And that would be cheating. So you could get around that by simply having it outside of the power-up. And of course, if you're actually using the side pocket, you would have like a indicate to detect if it's actually detected. So like when you're pressing R1, so you'd add an extra port to these indicates. So when you're pressing R1 and when you're not, whatever this detects, I forget. And then the third port would be detect if you actually have the power up equipped, but like the power up tweaker, the power up sensor only works with the sack pocket. But yeah, that's pretty much what you would do. So like yeah, for the ammo, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I don't want to get into math and on live. It's like one of my unspoken rules. I'm not talking about percentage logic since it's not widely known in the community. Or not going into like a whole bunch of detail about it anyway, and that would be like way too much detail. If I were to talk about picking up like a pack of like 5 bullets. Oh, hi Jake2 Games. Thanks for joining. So what we're doing right now is making Uncharted 2 features. We just did the shooting mechanic, so we did the aim and shoot, which was easy. So then the ammo, I made it so like even if the player re-equips the weapon, they can't cheat. And it has like a reload. I forgot to do a sound effect for the reload. But pretty much, I just made a gun that shoots, that has 8, the clip holds 8 bullets. And right now we're gonna make it so it shoots enemies. So I'm gonna just do a sack bot for that. I'll sack bot and then I'll do Nathan Drake, but like with evil us, because I think that would be funny. Him, but like with evil us, and those are gonna be the enemies. Actually, I'm gonna put it on like a suit, because like the enemies, they have like suits, right? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do a suit. Because like the level I was playing yesterday, all the enemies were like wearing like suits. Alright, there we go. And I don't think they need this scarf. So just take that off. So the logic for the enemies getting hit is pretty much, I'm gonna place this on the control nader. I mean on a broadcast chip, so I have more, not a broadcast chip, a microchip. So I have more room to I have more room because I can't, move this around since it's like stuck in the middle. I forgot what we were doing for a second. Right, enemy logic. So pretty much all it is, you can use attack sensor or impact sensor. I'm gonna use attack sensor for now. So you pretty much make it within range of the enemy. So let's say 5. And I had a tag for like the bullet damage, uncharted damage. Here we go. So when it gets hit with that, and pretty much what it will do, let's say it has a health of like, let's say 3. So when it gets hit 3 times, then it will die. We can make it do like a funny animation. My favorite animation is like into gas death. So when Sackboy like, it's funny. It's like, let's see, where is it? Yeah, this one right here. So we're just gonna do that. And set it to loop no. hopefully this should work. If it doesn't, then I think I mentioned how to get it working in a tutorial or something. Okay, yeah, it works. And then after that, it should like, you can make it so after a few seconds it disappears, if you want to do that. Or like maybe like once you're out the area, all the sackbots like disappear. If you want to, I'll do it the way it does. I don't know how it does in Uncharted, because I don't really pay attention to what happens to enemies when they disappear. But let's say after like 3 seconds or so, they just get destroyed. I set my gun to 0. But yeah, I thought I set it to fade. But yeah, fade would probably work nicer, especially if the player's like still there when that happens. So I'll set it to fade. And then you'll see how it'll work. There we go. 3 shots and he's dead, and then he disappears. I don't like how he goes out of the animation before he disappears, but either way. There's probably ways to prevent that. It's really not a big deal. But I'm wondering if I use the opacity tweaker and then the destroyer, will that work? So I'm gonna just put that logic on a sequencer, I guess. So the opacity tweaker, then a destroyer. It might not work, but I'm gonna test it out. Okay, yeah, pretty much works, except I need to move the thing over a bit. I need to decrease this time. Yeah, it's really weird how it does that. You could always just use disappear. I just thought the other one would look cooler. I'm gonna try this one more time, then I'm gonna just use disappear. Wait, hold on. Am I in preview mode? I just realized something. I don't have it set to 0%. I have it set to 0, so whether or not it's happening. Yeah, I think it works. I just had to set it 50% instead of 0. So it fades. But then it comes back. That's weird. That's weird. Why does it? I don't know why. Oh, I know why it does that. I forgot to. I set it to fade twice. This one sets to. It's set to destroy. Or disappear. And then this one, now it fades. And then it disappears. And then we're good. Alright, so there we go. In case y'all were having similar issues with the fade, if you're trying to make your cycle with fade, don't use the fade option, use the destroy option, and then just use an opacity tweaker. So like separately, just set up like the whole thing on a sequencer. So that's how you do it. So you can set the fade time to whatever you want. Just make sure it's lined up right on the sequencer. So mine is set at 1 stripe per second. So yeah, that's how you do it. Since fade doesn't work, like it makes it appear again, which is weird. But yeah, opacity trigger and destroyer sets the regular disappear option. Should work. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the shooting mechanic. I said enemies before we move on to luck, I just want to demonstrate it one more time. So check it. We could like shoot enemies in 3 hits. I don't think I'm in the same layer. Okay, no, I am. And then it will just die. But either way, you can't shoot while it's reloading. I forgot to add a sound effect for that. But yeah, it holds 8 bullets, 32 in total. And I just realized that I should have that inverted. That it shouldn't count how many bullets you fire, it should count how many are left. So I should probably invert that. That would make more sense. Okay, there we go. So we have all 32. And when it reaches 0, we shouldn't be able to shoot anymore, and it doesn't reload it doesn't reload anymore when we reach 0. And the display should also be inverted. So yeah, then you just invert this as well. So we have all 8 bullets in our clip, and then it just goes down from there. If you want to flip it around the other way, you can. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works in the game now. And now you can't fire it because it's 0. To reset this. And you could pretty much put the tag sensor for the bullet on anything. So I know in Uncharted you could like break open locks with the like they have it. There's like at least two times in the first 5 chapters. There's 2 times where you have to like break open a lock. So you could like have like the tag sensor and a destroyer on anything. So like let me just do an example here. So let's say I have this door or whatever, but like it's locked. In order to open it, you break the lock, you shoot the lock. So like normally you would press triangle to open it, but you have to shoot the lock. So I'm gonna just make like I'm not gonna bother looking for the lock decoration. I know that I'm gonna do the thing where it's like right in front of my face, so I'm not gonna bother looking for it. Actually, I think it's in Ziggurat. Now that I think about it, it's probably in Ziggurat. Or it's something like that. I think there's like a lock in DC Comics. I know it doesn't look exactly like. I know I probably scrolled right past it. My screen is small, so I could like barely see. But like, basically, you could use anything that looks like a lock. So imagine it looks like an old-fashioned lock. This one doesn't look like a lock. It's a key. I know that. But like, if I place this on sticker panel, we could just shoot this with her gun, and then we could open the door. After I add the logic for that, of course. So we're gonna add logic on here. So we're gonna make it so when it touches the what's it called? So Uncharted image. And again, putting the name of what you're doing is a good way to organize your tag labels. So if you have like a lot of stuff going on in a project or like multiple projects in one level, this is just my level for like streaming. So that's how I'm organizing that. So like, wait, what is that? This is right now we're making the door. We're gonna make it so we can shoot open the door, or like shoot open the lock and then open the door. And this is a tag sensor if you're asking about that. This is gonna be for detecting if the bullet has touched it. You can also use an impact sensor, but I'm just using a tag sensor. So yeah, we're gonna make it so this destroys the lock. We could do like an explosion effect. actually gonna have this outside of this because if it's getting destroyed, then wait, no, I'll have it on there, but I just need a separate microchip now for the actual logic where you can open the door. But yeah, I'm gonna do a permanent switch, so like when, or like a, yeah, that's what it's called, a permanent switch. So like basically it detects if you fired it once, so you just have to shoot it once. So when you shoot it once, oh yeah, and I need to add a delay to actually detect, or else it will like, what it will do if I don't add a delay is it will like activate way too fast. It will destroy it before it has a chance to activate this, which is why I'm adding like a very short delay, like a 0.1 second delay. So yeah, when it shoots this, so I'm gonna just do like a control meter. So when you press triangle, so I'm gonna have it set to receiver, and the control binary is player. So like let's say when you press, and the game is triangle, so when you press triangle, and when you have fired this, and you can like open the door, let's say it's like just making this like, I guess destroying this. You don't have to destroy the door, you can use like an opacity tweaker. I'm gonna actually do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, so let's test. What is this video about? Okay, so check it. The game plan for what we're doing today is all over here, so check it. On my Friday stream, we played Uncharted 3. So today we're going to be recreating some mechanics from Uncharted 3. So right now we're doing the shooting mechanic, so aim and shoot, ammo, and hitting enemies. And then after this, we're going to be doing the luck mechanic, which is pretty much health and health regeneration. And any other requests from the chat that we have time for, we'll also do any other features from the game. And then for those of you that weren't here, my next stream will be on Friday or Saturday, since I will be going on vacation on Sunday and I have to focus on packing, or else I'm going to forget stuff. So we're just going to be playing Little Bit Planet 1 levels in that stream. I'll schedule it ahead of time and make a community post so no one's confused about the time. But yeah, community levels that I like. But anyway, we're going to test this out, so... There we go. We blew up on the lock. We could press triangle to open the door. I need to add a permanent switch on that actually. So like the door permanently stays open, instead of just only opening when I press that. And of course you can't actually go through because it's destroyed. I mean, because it's an opacity tweaker. If you really want to go through, you could add like a collision, so you could destroy it. I just didn't want to use a destroyer for testing purposes. But check it. We could blow up on the lock. And then we could press triangle and the door will open. If we press triangle right now, it won't open because like there's a lock. So I'm pressing triangle and it won't let me. Because you can see I'm pressing triangle. We actually have to open the door first. So I'll show you the logic so you can see it like at the same time. I'm gonna put this thing over here, the power up. And I'm gonna zoom in so y'all can see. Okay, so here's all the logic. I don't know why this is set to 2 when it should be set to... Oh, I get it. What is Little Bit Planet? If you never played the game, basically Little Bit Planet is a puzzle platformer. It's also a sandbox game, so you can make your own levels and play levels made by other people. So I like making like abilities from games, and I like making dance animations. You can pretty much make anything. Some people make like crazy sceneries, like nature sceneries. There's like the scenery of like a river that looks pretty nice that I like. People make games, so like shark survival is pretty popular, whale survival, is also popular, and like some other levels too. There's a lot of platformers, a lot of survival challenges, but you can really make any genre. So like hide and seek levels. So you can make movies, you can make music. If since the servers are down, there are custom servers. If you want to play levels on PSD, you could download them with a USB drive. And I made a video on how to do that, so you could still experience the community levels. If you're not able to jailbreak your console or connect to custom servers, you could do that. But yeah, it's a really fun game. If you haven't played it, you should definitely check it out. But yeah, I didn't demonstrate it. Hold up, after you said this, I didn't explain it while I was demonstrating. So check it right now. If I were to press triangle, it won't let me open the door because there is a lock. So you have to blow it open with the gun. So as you can see, the logic over here. This detects if the bullet touches the thing. So as you can see, it gets blown open. And it detects if the bullet has touched it at least once. And now, when I press triangle, it opens the door. And the door stays open permanently. And again, since I'm using a passive trigger, I'm not sure you can actually go through it. But yeah, this is a permanent switch, so it stays open permanently, so I don't have to hold the triangle button. But yeah, that was like, and at least, I had to do that twice within the first 5 chapters. But yeah, that's a thing you can do in the game. And that's how you do it in Little Big Planet. Alright, now we're gonna do the luck mechanic. So the luck mechanic, like I said earlier, it's basically health. They just call it luck. When Drake dies, they just say he ran out of luck. So like if he gets like hit too many times, so let's just say 6, maybe 7 times. If he gets hit 7 times, then it's game over. And then the regeneration, if you go like maybe let's say 5 seconds without taking damage, then you regenerate health. And then we're gonna be doing the visual and sound effects for that. So yeah, I'm gonna just do that to the side over here. I'm gonna copy and paste this dude so I have someone to shoot me. And I'm just gonna place a control nader on him. I have a control nader. I think I'm gonna just do a character animation trigger. So I'm just gonna have him make like a finger gun at me. There's like a animation where it looks like he has like a finger gun. Let's power up this one. Will this end? My streams usually like 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes it goes over 3 hours, but like it's normally not longer than 2.5 hours. But yeah, we'll end around like maybe 8, but like definitely before 8:30. Do you know if there's a limit of how many tags you could have? That's some people say that there's no limit, or I think if you have more than 100 like tags or tag labels. For tag labels, it's like 100 before it starts like glitching out and displaying them improperly, or like. But I talked to someone and they said that there isn't a limit. I haven't had issues with. I don't place too many tags in my levels. I don't think I've had more than 20 tag labels in level. But like tags, one time I had too many tags in a level and my profile corrupted. But that's only because they were all unlabeled tags, and I tried to critique a tag censor. I don't know what happened with that. Little Big Planet 3 is weird. Your profile could literally corrupt just from like changing your player color while you're in your pod, and you have a whole bunch of like color changeable stuff. So I don't know, maybe that's just a me issue, because like some people say that corner editing causes their profile to corrupt, but I corner edit and that never happened. But yeah, I think if you experience profile corruptions, definitely don't place too many tags. But like tag labels, I don't know, some people say that there's a limit before it starts glitching out. Some people say there's no limit. I haven't experienced a limit myself because I don't use too many tag labels in my levels, because I don't really make big levels where I would need a lot of tag labels. But yeah, you could probably find an answer to that question on Little Big Planet Central. I feel like someone mentioned it here. I mentioned it on that site. So if you just go to the help section or whatever. But like right now, I just want to focus on this. So anyway, the finger gun animation. So I'm just gonna make it so it's facing this way. And he shoots me, let's say every second or so he shoots me, maybe 2 seconds. And I'm just gonna use the same bullet I used over here. If I'm doing that, I should have him face the other way. You could use a sequencer or a timer. I just like using timers better. But you could like place this on a sequencer, of course. Accidentally connected it to the destroy input instead of emit once. Okay, I'm gonna rotate them the other way so I don't have to adjust the emitter. Actually, I'm gonna have to adjust it either way because it's not emitting from his finger. But like now I don't have to like flip it. I mean that would only take 2 seconds, but like still. I'll place it a little bit closer. Okay, that's good. So he has a finger gun. And I forgot to do this. I connected this wrong as well. There we go. I just set a tweak instead of on and off. I'm gonna lower the volume though. But yeah, basically, this has a tag. I'm gonna place a tag on my character, or like I'm gonna get out a broadcast chip. I normally place broadcast chips on like a sticker panel, but since I'm not actually making a level, I'll just place it on him, and I'm gonna just set it to like, let's say, 100 range. So like within this area, you could get damaged, and then I'm gonna just do the tag. I'm gonna do the tag sensor. Uncharted damage. What's the next game you're doing? The next game I'm doing is Terraria, but we're not doing that until after I get back from vacation. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me show you this thing. I don't think I announced Terraria. But basically, my next stream is on Friday or Saturday. I'm going on vacation on Sunday, and I'll be gone for like 10 days. So anyway, my Friday or Saturday stream for this week, I'll announce it in the community post which day it is, and I'll schedule it like maybe 12 hours, at least 12 hours in advance. But check it. We're gonna be playing a little bit one of the community levels, so like underrated levels, maybe some nostalgic levels, but like mostly underrated levels. And then I'll be on vacation, so no stream that week. But then after I come back, we'll be playing Terraria. So yeah, on Friday as always. And then on Sunday, recreating some features. Probably gonna do my favorite weapon, the Star Fury. But yeah, I'll do a community post reminding everyone that the next game is Terraria in case they want to make suggestions. But yeah. Anyway, this dude right here. I was gonna do a thing, what's it called? I did the tag sensor. So it's detecting if we've been hit by the damage, by the bullet. And then I said that we need a luck counter, right? So let's say that if you get hit 7 times, then it's game over. And also, if you get hit 6 times, then the color of your screen changes. So let's say 6 times. There's some global lighting changes. So like basically it just turns black and white. Let's see, where is that? Anti-gravity, no, global. So you just set this to color correction. Yeah, I think this is good. So let's see. I'm gonna speed this up. I don't want to transition on this. That's way too long. 0.5 should be good though. But yeah, if I let myself get hit 6 times, as you see now my thing changes and I need a kill tweaker, so it's game over. But yeah, the kill tweaker. You can also do a character animation tweaker like we did with the enemy. But yeah, we get hit 6 times and the color changes, but then after that, game over. I'm gonna do it without the logic so you can see better. And I'm gonna change it to the kill tweaker. I mean the spike option. Wait, I said I was gonna do it without the logic. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. I just need a way to reset the thing, so I'm gonna just do it so like when you spawn in, it automatically sets it to the color correction to be normal. So just like a quick thing, just like a 0.1 timer. Let's set that count up. Or it doesn't even have to be count up. It could be start stop. It plays automatically. So that way when I spawn back in, my color is normal. Okay, I think I need to set that to count up. Oh, and I didn't even set it to 0.1, that's why. But yeah, now it's normal. Alright, there we go. But anyway, the luck mechanic, what did we say we were doing for that? So we did the hit counter, and then we have to do the regeneration. And then after that, after we get the logic done, we're gonna do the actual visual effects. Like we only did like the thing, but like we have to do the blood around your screen as well. And we'll do that after we do the regeneration. So the way it works for regeneration, I'm just gonna put this off to the side. I'm gonna close this. The way it works for regeneration is that if you, let's say you go like 10 seconds or let's say 5 seconds without taking damage, then the hit counter, both of them, reset. And then you pretty much do a nagi for here. Oh, and when you take damage, the timer resets. Oh, wait. I didn't wire that right. Oh wait, I did. Okay, so basically, I could let myself get shot, but then I could like move out of the way. So as you could see, after 5 seconds, the hit counter will reset. So I could take a few shots, but then I could like take cover or whatever, or just move out the way of any enemy fire, and then it will reset after 5 seconds, and then that will reset. Maybe we should add an OR gate there so it like resets when it reaches the end, or when I feel like that would cause issues. I think it's fine the way it is. So yeah, that's the regeneration. For the red around your screen, you need like a border that actually goes around your screen. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna place a random sticker that I have. Well, not a random sticker, but it would be anything. I just need to like cut this out with the sticker cutter, and then I could delete it. I just want something the size of my screen. And I'm gonna set it to follow the player. and it will be set to fast speed 100%, and I guess all layers. I think this is a bit big. Oh yeah, and we should use a game camera, so like the angle always stays consistent. Okay, so yeah, that's the edges. And then we'll need a we're gonna use this sticker panel. Wait, no. I was thinking about what I was thinking before. Okay, we actually do need sticker panel, but we don't need to set it to 0% opacity. So check it. There's a few different ways we could do this. The way I'm thinking that requires DLC, but you could really use any sticker. I'm just gonna use the frost sticker from the DC Comics pack, because I feel like that would look the best. But you could really use anything that has like rough edges around it. You could use like the paint sticker. What is it? You could use this if you really want to. You could use this. Okay. But yeah, you could use like a red gradient and then like cut around it or whatever. But anyway, the way I'm gonna use it is by using the DC Comics pack. And then maybe if I have time, and since we don't have any other requests, I'll show you how to do it without DLC. But like the frost, if you make it red. And lower the brightness, of course. The sticker panel always makes everything too bright. Pretty much what it does. What you could do is like make this like around your screen. I'm gonna make sure this looks good. Okay. It's not close enough to my screen. I'm gonna do it at the top. And then I'll do some at the bottom. Like it's not perfect. LBP3 was actually supposed to have like a HUD sensor or something, but like a custom HUD tweaker, but like they never added that, which is unfortunate. So it would have been like a cool feature and an easier way of doing this. But yeah, pretty much we just need to glue this and then make it so these activate one at a time. We can make it so they randomly activate. I'm just doing this so it doesn't glue to the floor. Okay, that's why I wasn't doing it. Okay, so yeah, that's has a border first screen. So when you take damage, one of these is gonna activate one at a time. The bottom one. Wait, if you go into another layer, then it should actually look good. If you go into a different layer, if we make it not follow us in the layers at least. Stay with it, like turn layer tracking off, or probably change maybe the game camera angle. Let's move it up a bit, or okay, yeah, we could do that, but then we have to move that up too, or like zoom in. Okay, yeah, this is good. As long as we stay like in this layer and don't go into like the front 3 layers, then we're good. Just gonna move this over a bit. So we're gonna make it so I need an opacity tweaker, probably like a Nagi. The logic is gonna be like check it. This is the one the few times that I actually use a randomizer, because normally I like never use randomizers in my creations. I wired it wrong in my last stream. In my mosquito stream I did this, but like you're actually supposed to wire it like this if you want it to be one at a time. You wire all of them, and I have to make sure I have the settings right, so one at a time. And off time, I'll just set it to 0. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. And then I'll need like 4 end gates. I think to simplify this, I'm just gonna make it so there's like only 5 blood splats instead of 6. I'm gonna see how that looks. Okay, yeah, that looks alright. Obviously it doesn't look perfect. Basically, we just want like a not gate for each of these, probably an end gate as well. So like when you get hit, where's your opacity tweaker? I mean, or broadcast chip. So like when you get hit, I'm gonna do like a thing that activates it. So like stuff in the level knows when you get hit. So we're just gonna do the same. It's the same label. We're just gonna color change it at the same time. Well, not save time, but also like tag labels. So when you get hit, and then I think I'll have to do a bunch of end gates. I don't know if I have to do it that way, but like I think that's the way. So like 5 end gates. I like never used the randomizer. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this just to make things simpler for myself. I don't know if we need the end gates. Alright, so the hit counter. I'm gonna add a positional timer with a battery just so we can check when it's like not empty. So when the hit counter actually, you know, has like stuff in it, so like when we've been hit like at least once. So I'm just gonna use a positional timer to do that. Or like we don't even need the battery, you could just use like a separate tag. I'm gonna make this one purple. And I'll explain this after I figure this out. Black. Probably need permanent switches. I think that's what we need. So like they permanently stay on. Okay, I set this to 1. Sometimes I accidentally set it to 0 and then I wonder why it's not working. Okay. I might add the randomizer back later, but like it was confusing me because like I never used the randomizer. Or like I used it in my mosquito live stream, but like other than that I don't really use it too much. So we just connect all of these. I set them to 0%. These should be invisible, which means I don't need the NOT gates. But obviously I'm not going to rewire all of that, so I'm just going to invert it after I finish wiring this. Or actually, since I just started, I could just delete it. But actually, I'll keep it just in case. But like inverted NOT gates are basically the same thing if it's not having a NOT gate at all. So like if you're doing something similar like this yourself, just know that if like you probably don't need the NOT gates like I'm doing here. I just don't know if I need it later, so I'm keeping them for now. Okay. So if I do this near the enemy, then it should activate one of these. So let's see if that works. Okay, yeah. Like I said, it works better for like standing in one of the, like the back, the further, the other layers, not layer 1 through 3. So we're just gonna move this dude to like layer 5 or something. Wait, why did it only do one of those? I'm gonna look at the logic again and then make sure I don't get hit in the meantime. Okay. Okay, yeah, it works. I think it's just because I'm not further back enough, so I could like barely see the effect because I'm like in the wrong layer. So maybe if I place them in layer 6. Or I don't think the game camera extends that far back now that I think about it. Yes, the game camera. I have it set to detect like the first 3 layers. So that's why it's not working. So yeah, let me change the range for that. The zone. And then we should be good. There we go. So yeah, that works now. And also there's a sound effect. There's like a heartbeat sound effect. And also of course there's a sound effect actually probably being shot. We should do like a hurt sound effect. Do that on the broadcast chip. So like the sound effect for being hurt, there's a lot of options we could choose from. There's a few in human vox, I think. Or at least one. I'm gonna try the ones in Emotivox. There's like a lot of options there. So yeah, that one, and I'm just gonna set position sound, so actually I'll leave it like that. But like when you've been hurt by the bullets, then it should play the sound effect. So I'm gonna show you how that goes now. And we need the sound effect for when you have like one hit until you're dead. So it's actually like a heartbeat sound. So the heartbeat, if I remember correctly, only plays once. So we're just gonna put it on a sequencer so it plays multiple times. The heartbeat is in human body, I think. That's actually perfect. I mean, not perfect, but it's like good enough. But yeah, I'm gonna just set it to play. I used a timer this time, so this is how you make stuff using a sequencer, in case you were wondering. So it just plays every half second or so now. So when you've been hit 6 times, it starts playing that, and it loops. Loop just means it plays over and over again. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, it does that and pretty much. Oh yeah, you have to reset it. So like when this gets reset, this should also get reset. So the sound should also get reset. And also the sound isn't being reset. I don't know why. I think I might have wired it wrong. Oh yeah, I wired it wrong. This is what resets it. And also it should reset it to... need to auto-regate. So like when you first spawn in, the color returns to normal. The game color returns to normal. Or when your health or your luck is regenerated, the returns. And then it stops. Or it should return to normal. Why isn't it returning? I get it now, I get it. Because I have to reset this. Because this is like permanently. So like the org was already active. So I just have to reset that after it. Like I'll show you. Oh wait, that's not what I want at all. I'm gonna set this to strike count up. And then hopefully that won't happen. Nope. Look, I'm just gonna do a counter. Set to this, because I think that way it actually acts the way it's supposed to. So if I just set this to 1. Now let's see what happens. Alright, there we go, it works. And now the OR gate should activate. Because before it was like permanently activating. So as you can see now, it just activates, but it activates once it doesn't. The timer activates, but it just plays once. There's probably different ways you could do that, but that's just my solution that first came to my head. So that's what I use for that. So anyway, let's put it all together. So this right here. Oh, I forgot to reset that. I forgot to reset the counters. And then I'll show you some options for the stickers that are like DLC free. The blood shouldn't change color, but of course in a little bit plenty you can't really. Oh, actually there is an option to make it so everything except for red changes color. Let me find the option. There we go, it's this one right here. So I just go over 2 notches and then it should be good. So yeah, this makes it so everything except for red changes color. So it's like 1, 2. So yeah, it's 1, 2. And a little bit at Vita, it actually goes from like 0 to 100, but it just counts twice, and you should see it. But as you can see now you can still see the red. And this should reset. I forgot to mention you should make it so all of these reset as well. Which means you probably need a tag. Where's the tag? Where's that broadcast strip? So I'm just gonna call it Uncharted Luck. So when it detects that the luck, that you now have luck, then it will reset all of these. And that's what remote tag sensor, so it detects infinite range. It saves you like 2 seconds when instead of using a regular tag sensor. And again, the knock gates are really not necessary. I just didn't want to be viral of that. So that's why I used it. Okay, yes, that's pretty much how it works. But yeah. Oh yeah, and also it should reset when you like first spawn in, I guess. So we could just use a player sensor to detect when you first spawn in, since this is single player. That would work. So you set it to infinite, 16 layers, and then when you spawn in, it just resets all of this. It should be resetting the color as well. I thought I already fixed that, but I'll check it again, I guess. Oh wait, the broadcast chip. Is it like out of range? Oh, it's only set to 3 layers, that's why. Instead of 16. But yeah, I know I set it to 100, so I'm like, it should be a range. And I'll set it to like bigger. I could set it to infinite, but I don't want to. Okay, yeah, now it works. And also for the bullets, we have to make sure it's in the same layer, because it's like detecting it, even when we're like in a different layer. So we just have to set it to layer 0. So yeah, 0 makes it so you have to be in like the exact same layer as the thing that's doing it to you. So now we can dodge simply by moving in front. Alright, there we go. And it works. Okay, so as promised, if you don't have the DC Comics DLC, and I know other DLC, or like at least a lot of it got unlisted, what you could do, there's like 2 options. In case you didn't understand my spoken explanation, I'll show you. So there's a color red, the red rough square. You could use that. It's sort of pinkish, but you could always make it red, like so. And you could like rotate it and like place it. It already has like the rough edges, just doesn't have like the opacity, which makes it look cool. But of course you could use the gradient, the red gradient. I think that was the part where it's like maybe a little bit confusing if I just explain it without showing it. So I'll explain that. So like basically you could like cut this away. Or like make it smaller so it looks better, of course. But like pretty much that's how you do it. You could like use the star shape or triangle shape. So you could do something like that, or do so pretty much like that, and then copy and paste it for the corners. So for both of these, you would just copy and paste it. And there's probably other stickers you could use too. Those are just the first two that came to mind. This one might look nice if you sticker it red. I mean, if you color it red. So I'm gonna try that one. And that's from LBP3 1. But yeah, this one looks nice. So even if you like only use like this part, and I think that would look good. That would look like. But yeah, that actually looks cool. Okay. Oh yeah, and for those of you that don't have the Uncharted pack, in case you're wondering what stickers it only has stickers in the costume piece. Like I'm actually wearing the shirt since we're doing like a Uncharted theme, but like the costume piece, we did all the visuals and sound effects already, and we don't have any other requests, so I'm just gonna stream for a few more minutes, then we can end the stream since we did all the requests, unless y'all have any other requests from Uncharted. But pretty much the Nathan Drake costume, a lot of people have it just for the hair. I got it just for the hair because I was making a movie, and I was like, oh, this hair would look really cool for like one of my characters. So like this is the hair. People like the sticker on the front. I never did that. I just stickered the entire thing if I wanted a different color. So I think I stickered it like dark brown for like one of the characters I was making for my movie. And I made that movie back at like middle school, so it isn't very good in terms of like quality. The story is pretty much like just about stupid middle school drama or whatever. And then for the stickers, if you don't have the pack, it's just stickers. It's nothing special at all. Like I wish it had decorations. I wish the mini packs had decorations as well. But then I guess they wouldn't be mini packs, right? Let's see. It's called like the Nathan Drake. But yeah, it has like a book. So like it's journal, I guess, and then the building. And this building. The compass. The crates. And then Drake. A dune. And a map. This map actually appears in like the first 5 chapters. So, or whatever, because I think you have to, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it, but it does appear in the first 5 chapters. And then a plane crash. I don't remember any plane. But then again, I only played like the first 5 chapters like recently anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I think, you know how like Sims 4 does DLC, they have like stuff packs, they have kits, and then they have like expansion packs. I think they did like even a smaller pack. I think LBP3 should have like a 3rd level instead of just mini packs and level packs. They should have like a version that like only has like stickers and decorations, but like no materials or nothing, just stickers and decorations and a costume. So like a medium pack. I don't know, but either way, right now we only have mini packs, which is just costumes and stickers, which is kind of lame. Then we have level packs, which is like costumes, stickers, decorations, materials, objects, all that. So I think we should have like a pack in the middle that gives us stickers, costumes, and decorations. Because decorations are cool because they're 3D, and you can use them in your pod and pretty much anywhere. So yeah, hopefully, if we get another little planet, they like make some sort of like medium pack, or maybe they could just add like decorations to the mini kits. That would be cool. But yeah, of course you could corner edit around all of these to make them 3D. You could like place them on like, you could use the sticker cutter or whatever. I think that's an option if you like sticker cutter. Like I mean, it would be cool if we had actual decorations, like a decoration version of this book, or like an object version of this. So yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go over this again. I'm gonna demonstrate everything we did today, and then I'm gonna end the stream in a few minutes. So check it. We did this after we set the bullet counter. Like I said, I did the bullet counter outside of the actual power-up so that players could not cheat by re-equipping the weapon. So I'm gonna reset all of this, and I'm gonna demonstrate it. So check it. we made this gun. Could hold. We made the ammo counter. I forgot to add a sound effect for the reload. But it holds 8, as you can see. And then when it reaches 0, you cannot fire anymore. I forgot to do an ammo pickup. I'll do that real quick right now. All it is really is just like a tag sensor or whatever. So I made like a thing. Let's pretend that this triangle is like an ammo pickup. So let's just say this triangle. I think it didn't say 7 used like a yellow triangle for his or something. But either way, let's say that this triangle right here is your ammo pickup. And let's say it just automatically refills your gun when you hover over it. So that means you would need a tag sensor on the player. Where's that broadcast strip that we had before? We should set it to like 10. Using an impact sensor would probably make more sense here. But I'm gonna stick with using tag sensors for now. Not has ammo. I mean, yeah, we could use this one. And then set it to layer 0. I forgot what I was gonna connect that to. Oh yeah, then do reset. And then we're gonna do a remote tag sensor. That's the regular tag sensor. Oh yeah, that broadcast chip is all the way over here. There, I'm just gonna set it to infinite. I'll set it to 5 when I do my next stream. Like, I'm just gonna set it to infinite. Okay, so it's 32 right now. Let's see what that tag is set to. So I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it's not labeled. I always do that. Where it's like, oh, why isn't it Ricky? And then it's like the tag is unlabeled. It's like a common mistake that I like always make. Okay, so yeah, now it resets. So you can really pick this up at any time, but then the logic won't work right. Probably, so I should probably make it so it resets all of that, so I have to add OR gates. It's not entirely accurate to how guns work now, but like or maybe it's accurate, I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention to like gun logic in games. Anyway, since we fixed that, let me demonstrate how it works. So here's what we did today. We did the shooting mechanic, the luck mechanic, and then we didn't get any requests from chat. And also I'll go for next stream in a bit. I'll make this invisible so you can't see it. Okay, so I have this gun here. You can shoot it, and it will reload once you shoot 8. You can't shoot while it's reloading. I forgot to add a sound effect, and I don't know the best sound effect to use for that anyway. Either way, you could also shoot. You could shoot enemies, and then after 3 seconds or so, they're fade. And you could shoot locks off doors. Then you could open the door like you could do in the game. And you could refill your ammo all in one go, because refilling it with ammo, like individual bullets, would require math, which I don't like to talk about on stream since I know that most people don't know about that. And also, you could. And then we made the luck mechanic. I think that's all we did for the shooting mechanic, right? Aim and shoot ammo enemies. Anyway, for the luck mechanic, let me show you how that works. So you pretty much have. Let me have this follow the character in the layers as well. So for the luck mechanic, it's pretty much the same thing as damage. If you take damage, your screen flashes, but if you go a long time without taking damage, then you'll recover. So what is it, like 5 seconds, I think? Oh, I need an OR gate to reset that, don't I? I'm gonna say that out loud for you guys, because I'm pretty sure I had it already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Uncharted luck. So unless this is something different, then it should be resetting. Yeah, that's weird. I think I get what's happening. I'm gonna get shot a couple times, then I'll explain. So all these are supposed to disappear. Okay, yeah, I get it now. So check it. We need a post switch on this. Yes, we want to make it so, because this is staying permanently active. The OR gate can't activate. It was working. I just forgot to add the post. So self reset encounter. so that it activates the instant that you spawn in, but not like it doesn't stay active the entire time. But anyway, so now it should work. And now as you can see, still doesn't disappear unless I had it connected wrong. Okay, yeah, I had it connected wrong. I connected it twice. Here we go, now this should work. And then after this, it should disappear, which it does. So yeah, the issue was the player sensor. So if you ever run into any issues with the OR gate not activating, try connecting one of your inputs to a pulse, which is a counter set to one connected to itself. So yeah, the player sensor, I did not want it to stay permanently active because that prevents the OR gate it prevents the OR gate from activating. So I just added a pulse in between. And that resets. Okay. One more time for those watching on replay or whatever. Or if I decide to show my mom, I have to do like a thing where I don't have to reset it too much. I already blew off the lock. Okay, but anyway. Let me demonstrate this then, since I destroyed like the logic for that. So as you could see, each time I take damage, my screen gets blood on it. But like if I wait 5 seconds, it all disappears. But at 5 hits or 6, then like the heartbeat sound starts playing. But again, it could like go away if I wait. But if I get shot 7 times, then it's like game over. And then it will return to normal back when I spawn in again. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I did today for the thing. So yeah, Uncharted features. Should probably make a separate thing so I don't get hurt by my own bullets. I should probably name it like enemy bullets, or at least change the color or something. But yeah, and the ammo pickup over here. To keep things simple, I just made it so it fills up all at once instead of individually, and again, getting damaged by my own bullets. But yeah, that's pretty much it. As I said earlier, so like shooting mechanic, luck mechanic, no requests from chat. But next stream will be on Friday or Saturday because on Sunday I will be getting ready to go on vacation, and I don't want to like stream for like only an hour or like, and then I like forget my wallet or something, so I'm supposed to be packing. So on Friday or Saturday, I'll announce it in a community post and schedule in advance. We're gonna be playing a little bit Planet 1 community levels that I like, and then maybe some nostalgic levels as well. But yeah, I'll see y'all on Friday or Saturday next week. I'll be on vacation the week after that, but then the week after my vacation, we'll be playing Terraria for the next part of this series. So Terraria, like 2 Fridays or 2 or 3 Fridays from now. And then recreating it in Little Planet 3, or like my favorite features or any requested features. But yeah, see y'all next stream, the community level stream. And bye. Thank you for joining the stream, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day, or the rest of the night, whatever time it is for you. So yeah, bye, and thank you for joining. Should change back into my character to do the wave. Okay, where's my character? Okay, yeah. Thanks for joining, and bye.